The Girl Who Changed Her Destiny. Chapter 1. A Difficult Beginning. Emily was a 16-year-old girl who lived in a quiet village in the north of England. The village was peaceful, surrounded by green hills, colorful flowers, and small rivers that flowed gently through the countryside. Every morning, birds sang beautifully as the sun rose above the hills. To visitors, it looked like the perfect place to live. But Emily's life was far from perfect. She lived with her mother in a tiny old house that needed many repairs. The roof leaked whenever it rained, and during the cold winter nights, the wind came through the cracks in the walls. They did not have much money, but they always tried to stay hopeful. Emily's father had passed away when she was only 8 years old. Since then, her mother worked long hours at a local bakery to earn enough money for food, rent, and school supplies. She left home before sunrise and returned after sunset, exhausted but still smiling. Emily admired her mother more than anyone else. One day, she often said to herself, "I will make Mum proud." Emily loved learning. Books were her favorite friends. Whenever she visited the village library, she forgot about her problems. She could spend hours reading stories about brave people, successful scientists, famous writers, and ordinary people who achieved extraordinary dreams through hard work. She believed that education could change a person's future. Unfortunately, not everyone at school shared her passion. Some students laughed at her old clothes and worn-out shoes. Others made fun of the fact that she never bought expensive lunches or the latest mobile phone. "Look at Emily," one boy whispered during lunch. "She's always carrying books instead of having fun." His friends laughed. Emily heard every word. For a moment, tears filled her eyes, but she refused to cry in front of them. Instead, she quietly picked up her books and walked to the library. Inside the library, everything felt different. The smell of books, the peaceful silence, and the friendly smile of the librarian made her feel safe. "You'll do great things one day," the librarian often told her. Emily smiled politely, although deep inside she wondered if that was really possible. One rainy afternoon, while walking home, Emily noticed an elderly man struggling to carry several heavy bags. Without thinking twice, she ran towards him. "May I help you?" she asked kindly. The old man looked surprised. "Thank you, young lady. That would be wonderful." Emily carried the bags all the way to his cottage. The man thanked her warmly. "Kindness is a gift," he said. "Never lose it." Emily smiled. "I won't." She had no idea that this simple act of kindness would change her life in ways she could never imagine. That evening, her mother returned home, looking more tired than usual. "There weren't enough workers today," she sighed. Emily prepared 2 cups of tea. "You work too hard, Mum." Her mother smiled gently. "I'm doing it for you." Emily looked down. "No," she replied quietly. "One day, I'll work hard for you." Her mother held her hand. "I already know you will." That night, after finishing her homework, Emily sat beside the small window in her room. The rain had stopped. The moon shone brightly across the village. She looked at the stars and whispered softly, "I don't know how, but one day my life will be different." She closed her notebook, switched off the light, and fell asleep with hope still alive in her heart. She did not know that tomorrow morning would bring someone into her life who would open the first door towards her dreams. End of chapter 1.